This is so exciting, you guys. I am at CMA Music Festival, and it is the first time that I have been back to Nashville. I can't tell you. Since Meet Me in Montana, No Stopping Your Heart, Read My Lips, all those songs that you've been so gracious to give me #1 records. Music has been my medicine throughout my life, and so I'm here talking about the new album. And I want to say, you know, everybody's here. Everybody in country music is here. And some people are performing, and some people are doing speaking and answering questions. So I chose to go to the CMA Music Fest. It's the close-up stage, and I'm going to be there at 12:15. So if you're in Nashville, come see me because we're going to have a blast. And Nutrisystem is sponsoring it, and it's really cool because they're giving away some awesome gifts. So make sure you're there. But I chose to do the speaking instead of the performing because you can come to Vegas and see me, and you can watch the music videos and things like that. But the album Music is Medicine, which I believe that you should do an album only when you have something wonderful to sing about. And I you know, everything in my head said, don't do this, you know, you've done your music, you've had your hits, but something in here kept saying to record. And when the album debuted at number 10 on Billboard, you guys, that was because of you. That was, I mean, a few radio stations have played it, but you guys are the ones that did that for me. And so I wanted to do the talking part here at the CMA Fest because I wanted to thank all of you for being so wonderful and supportive. There is nothing better than the fans. Always that's been the way with country music. And so that's what I wanted to do. Oh, we're starting to get in questions. Hi, Lucy Perez. Nice to see you. And you're watching right now. It's so much fun, but I'm grateful to Nutrisystem. I actually asked Nutrisystem to come out and be a part of this because they are the best, and they are so supportive, and they are just so much fun, and we're going to talk about that. I've seen it change lives, and so we're going to talk about some of those things. But I have a couple questions here. So we have D. Bullock. Is there anything left on your bucket list that you would like to do? Okay, so I started at age 3, and so I've been working since 1800s, and so no, yes, absolutely. Don't you think life should be the most passionate journey ever? And to just, you know, when I was 50 pounds overweight, I thought, oh, I'm my mother. Oh, okay, this is my life, whatever. And then I thought, wait, do I want 20 more years, 30 more years of this? And it was like, no. I swear to you guys, I could never do the things I'm doing with that kind of weight on my body. I could never do the show I'm doing in Vegas with my brother. You may have heard of him. I have famous brothers, Jermaine, Tito, Marlon, you know. But I could never work with Donnie and do that kind of show with that kind of weight on my body. My knees couldn't handle it. I was winded going upstairs. And so, you know, to get healthy is like one of the most important things. And I never had a sister. And so I love sharing the things that I know work. And I love sharing the things that I feel bless our lives as women. Because it's an interesting world we live in. And I think that it's better to have a community where we help each other instead of compete with each other. And so that's why I love talking about things that work. So bucket list, I think I would love to paint. You know, I designed dolls for 25 years. I sculpted and I loved it. And I think I'd like to try, I'm not sure if it's oil or acrylic yet, but I love nature. I love hiking. I love being out in those kinds of things. And so I love God's creations. And so maybe I'll do something, I don't know if it's abstract or exact, I haven't decided yet, but that's kind of what I'd love to do. And it'll probably suck, but I'm going to do it. We have another question. Are you, for all of us, you are an inspiration? Aw, you are so cute. Do you know what? Taking off the weight has nothing to do with being skinny. Although Donnie is very petite and I have to stand by him. I'm so teasing. That was motivation. But no, I really did it because I wanted to be a fun grandma. I wanted to be able to keep up with my children. I have a 13-year-old at home. I want to be able to do things with her and have fun. What is your favorite country song? That's Foggy 610. My favorite country song at the moment is Music is Medicine, because it's true. So I was flying into Nashville, okay? And I was thinking the first, well, of course I flew in when I was 12 and I recorded Paper Roses. But I remember that trip coming to Nashville, because music has always been there for me through the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows. Music can say things that nothing else can say, that can make you feel so deeply. Music, you can hear a song and it will take you back to a moment in your life or define something for you, a certain time. And I remember sitting in the plane, and it was like crazy last night. It was like I flew in here when I was going through a terrible time in my life, and I was divorcing my first husband, and I was listening to No Stopping Your Heart album this morning while I was putting makeup on, and remembering all of that and how music was healing to me, and those songs that I chose spoke my heart. And then as I was flying in, I went, isn't it crazy? We're back together. I hadn't seen him for 25 years. And on this album, you will see songs like Music is Medicine. It was my medicine. I never got into the drug scene. I never got into the medicating scene. Music was my drug of choice. And there's a line in Music is Medicine that says that they categorize it only makes me mad. There's only two kinds, good and bad. And that's so true. Good music, oops, we got something, there we go. And so music has been so healing to me, and there's songs on there like Baby You're Crazy, and then there's You, which is finding God to help you through, for me anyway, to help you through those times, whether it's a person or God or whatever it is for you in your life. Music can be whatever you want it to be. There's a song on there, Unbreak This Breakup. I think the biggest mistakes I ever made in my life was not being able to say, I'm sorry, come back. And so in this album, there's all kinds of songs that are just really fabulous, and I think you'll like the album. But anyway, my favorite country song, Music is Medicine. Boy, I talk a lot. Okay, we have you have a lovely family. Thank you so much. I have a very eclectic family, and I love them all. And I'm talking, in general, but my family rocks, and I feel very blessed in a world that can be kind of crazy in the music industry. They were that solid force in my life, especially my parents. I never had a sister, but I had the best mother in the world. And she knew when to be a mom. She knew when to hold boundaries. She knew to teach me to work. I mean, I had to memorize like 350 pages of script in 2.5 days when we did the original Donnie and Marie show. And it was overwhelming. And I would come home and feel sorry for myself. I'm like, oh, I've got to go to bed, And she'd say, no, you have chores to do. You got dishes. Go clean the toilets. You got to change your sheets and do your laundry. And I'm like, you are so mean. And she taught me, she said, no, your job is a job. This is reality. This is life. And she just put this wonderful, God doesn't care what we do. He cares who we are inside. And that's what she taught me, And so because of it, I really, and sincerely, I love you all. You guys, I really do have fun. So I'm looking forward today to seeing all of you and talking to you at the...
Marie, they need you in 5 minutes.
Well, that's tough. I'm talking. The CMA Fest. Okay, so we have... I have watched you as a young girl. I feel like I grew up with you. Well, I never grew up. No, you're so cute. Thank you. We're in Nashville 2 years ago. Wow, they're going so fast I can't read them. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. Deborah Vaughter, thank you so much for what you said. Denise, will you do a video for Baby You're Crazy? Isn't that the coolest song ever? So in Vegas, I do Music is Medicine right now, and I do Baby You're Crazy. And Baby You're Crazy, it's so fun because I'll sit there and I'll do the first half, and then I put a little video at the end, and people are sobbing in the audience, and it's so good. But it's about being in love again, and I will never, my husband rocks, can I just say that? And he's just such a good guy. But anyway, on the album, check out the album. We have wonderful people on there. Olivia Newton-John, there's a song, Getting Better All the Time. And I was saying today that I know that country music is supposed to be 30 and under, for the age. But you guys, that song could never be sung by a 30-year-old. And Olivia and I were saying that you got to live life. That's the beauty of getting older, is that you experience things and life is beautiful. We have to meet the fans goodbye. Okay, so we... Anyway, I love you all. I hope you enjoy these live chats. I wish I could actually talk to you, but anyway, you guys are fantastic, and I'll see you at the event. And that's why I wanted to talk instead of sing, because I want you to know sincerely, thank you for being so incredibly loyal over the years, and thank you for being a part of my life. Okay, here's a little secret. You know the Osmond fan club back in the day in the 70s, for those of you who are like kind of my age? So I'm the one that answered your letters. It was not my brother's, okay? I did it with my mom. Okay. Goodbye.